Hey, welcome back, my amazing student. Today is a beautiful day outside. Even though it's raining here, it's still beautiful. All right? Anyway, let's get to work here. What we need to do is we need to create a route that sends a post request. So that way we can do things and update the date, the expense, right? So let's go ahead and create another route here. And as a matter of fact, let me just copy all this stuff here, even though we're gonna change most of it. This will go in here. This will change into post. And this, I'm going to change this into saying edit expense. Let's go and call it edit post, just like we had in the template. And we're going to get the expense out, and then we're going to do some cleaning, right? So let's go here. Well, actually bringing some of this data into this here, into what we needed, into this code. So let's get it from the form, and we're gonna grab the request. I'm grouping this already. I'm already putting this in parentheses so that way I can get the whole thing with the condition and stripping it, and we don't have to write 2 lines. So let's go ahead and get the description out of the form. And in here we can say or, and then we can strip it. Simple as that. So that's the reason why I'm putting parentheses. I don't know if I told you this before, but so I can have this in 1 line instead of 2 lines. Because if I don't do this like this, then I will have to go and strip the description in the next line. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the amount. And this is going to be a string. And let me actually, you know what? Let me just copy this guy here. And that way it's a little faster. Okay. And this would be the str or the string, the amount, right? This would be the category, and this would be the date. Let's go ahead and change this category. And this would be, let's call it date string. Boom. All right. So now if you want, you can just print all this stuff, print the form object, and try to see if you get all this data in there, right? Very useful to do that, as a matter of fact. Let's go ahead and do that and make sure that this is actually working. So let's grab the requests and the form object from there, and let's make sure that this actually works. Let's go back into the edit, and here I'm going to bring back my edit post and with the expense ID. So that way we can see if it does work. So save the changes. It submitted something. Let's go and see the output here in the console. And you can see all this stuff here, right? So it is working. Let's go back in here. And now if we don't do any prints, let's go ahead and just make sure, because I had a lot of lines there. Let's clear this, start it again. And let me click save. And that's why I clicked save. Let me refresh here, actually right here. You can see that request there, the get request, and now this will be post request. And you can see the post request in here. The reason why we're not seeing any output is because I don't have the print statement there. I took it off. But anyway, we should see the output here if I do that. There we go. All right, so it's working. Perfect. So what's next? Let's do a little bit of validation here real quick. Let me see how many minutes we are into this. 3 minutes. We still have a couple minutes. I like to keep my lectures a little bit short. So let's do description here real quick. And I can say if the description is not there, or the amount, or the category, what can we do? Well, we can flash. First of all, we can provide the user some type of message, and we can say, hey, please fill description, amount, and category. There we go. And then I'm just going to provide a category of error. So that way we can grab this in the template. So let's go ahead and return redirect. Yeah, that's fine. Let me just come back here. So let's return a redirect, or let's redirect the user, if this is not right, to the same page, right? So to redirect to the same page is it's very simple. All we have to do is say edit and pass in what it needs. And what does it need? It needs the expense ID. And we just pass it just like this, because we have it available, right? Just in case description is not available, right? Like this. And you can see now that we're getting errors here. Super, super cool, right? Alrighty. So date string here, well, it was missing because we're not using that yet. But let's go ahead and try to do a code here. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave this lecture the way it is because as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and finish this. Let's do it right now. Let's do a try block and let's try to finish this. I was going to leave this lecture for the next one, but right here, the amount, I need to make sure that it is a float because it's coming as a string, right? From the form. And what I can do here, I can say if the amount, this amount, is less than or greater than 0. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that this is a positive number. It's not negative, all right? I don't want no negative numbers in the amount here. So even though we are editing something that's coming from the database, I want to make sure the user doesn't do something very, not very smart. So like putting a negative number in there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to raise some type of error that's going to be called a value error, right? And let's give this exception here real quick. And let's just make sure that we have that colon there. Let's flash this real quick. And let's say amount must, let me see if I can remember, must be a positive number. There we go. We'll pass in the category error here so we can pick it up with Ginger. Let's return the redirect here and let's make sure that we do the same thing we did here. Done. All right. So if we have some type of negative number here, like say something like a 0, well, we already have this browser validation here, which is great. But we're just making sure, right? Just in case maybe the user is not using the right browser or the browser is not working or something is not right, we got the back end working for us, right? All right, so I'm going to leave this lecture the way it is, and we're going to finish it on the next one, all right, guys? So the reason why I make this lecture short is because I want you guys to actually finish. Some of you, for some reason, have a big, long lecture and don't finish it. And I want you guys to finish the course, okay? So digest the information, make sure you got everything right, make sure you're getting all this data from the form, make sure you're submitting a post request, all right? Make sure you're fixing this and you're getting some of these nice messages that we got here. And I'll see you all guys on the next one, all right? Stay consistent, keep doing it. You're gonna become a master, but you have to keep doing it. It doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks, doesn't matter if it's a month, 6 months or a year. Keep doing it until you get it done. I'll see you guys on the next lecture.